Do you want to learn how to turn your footage from looking like this to this for less than $100? Well, stick around, because after the intro, we're going to find out. Today we're talking about the importance of lighting in our videos, how they can help us go from an average looking image to something that's exceptional. If you're new to the channel, I'm at Stop420, creative director at Passion Video Productions. On this channel I post tutorials, tips, reviews, and behind the scenes segments on videography and editing in Filmora for beginners. If that's something that's of interest to you, consider subscribing and hitting that little bell so you get notified when I post all future content. So being resourceful, we're going to go to Canadian Tire and we're going to go look in the lighting department to find out some different options that we can use to make our videos stand out and bring them up to the next level. The supplies that we'll be needing from Canadian Tire today are the lighting domes and the LED light bulbs. The third item that we'll be using for this setup today is a 5-in-1 reflector. You can find this on Amazon.com and they range from prices anywhere between $14 to $30. Okay guys, let's get inside there and find this stuff. So I'm in Canadian Tire right now. I just found the first item that we're going to be needing. It's at $20. I'm going to show it to you right now. See this dome right here? This is going to give us a reflecting. It's going to help to spread the light out more than what it originally will do if it's just a light bulb alone. Excuse me, where will I find the LED light bulbs? Like for household and stuff? Perfect. All light bulbs. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. This is what I had on hand at home. You're going to want to try to get something that puts out a daylight output as opposed to something that's tungsten. Alright guys, just got back from Canadian Tire. Now I'm going to go grab these supplies that I have set out in another room, bring them back in here to the studio and start figuring out how I'm going to set this up. So this is what it looks like with just the key light on me. We're going to want to use a diffusion for these lights. Without the diffusion we're going to get harsh shadows, and the diffusion is going to help to soften the light and spread out the light so we don't have those harsh shadows. Here's an example of what it will look like without the diffusion on this lamp. So you're seeing quite a difference there in the exposure and in how I look. You're seeing this side of my face is really lit well, while this side is harsh contrast and very dark. The next thing we're going to do is set up the 5-in-1 reflector to the silver side, which is going to give us a cool bounce. I have mine set up on a Amazon light stand, but you can choose to set yours up on whatever you have handy. Now that we have the key light set with the reflector filling in the negative space, the next thing that we're going to do is turn on the rim light that's positioned behind me, and what this is going to do is help separate me from the background. So 1 second. I'm going to turn this light on right now. So as you can see, now that I have the rim light turned on behind me, it's helping to separate me from the background. The next thing that I'm going to do to make this look better is I'm going to use some plastic colored gel that I got from the Dollar Tree for $1.25 a roll. And I'm going to use that to cover my light in the hallway. What this is going to do is help turn the light a different color. I chose red, and it's going to help add some mood to the scene. So 1 second, I'm going to go turn that light on now and you can see what it looks like with that addition. What this is doing is adding depth to the scene as well as adding mood. This is starting to look pretty cool now, but we can make this look a lot better. I'm going to add a few more lights to give ambience and add depth to the scene, and you can use whatever you have around the house, whether it be lamps, lights, candles. Just a note of caution, if you are going to use a candle, be careful where you're placing that shit. So this is what it looks like now that I've added the ambient lights in the background. It adds another level of depth to the scene. So to pull this look off, you're going to need your own camera. You can have a DSLR, a mirrorless camera, or a cell phone. 2 dome lights that I picked up from Canadian Tire for 20 bucks each. The lights as well that are going to cost you 10 bucks if you buy a 6-pack of those bulbs. The reflector is 20 bucks, between 15 and 20 bucks on Amazon. The lights in the background were a total of, I would say, at 10 bucks. It wouldn't be more than 10 bucks. So we got 20, 40, we'll say 55. The lights makes it 65, plus the lights from the Dollarama is another 10 bucks, so we'll say 75 bucks. So I pulled off this look here for $75. If you're really creative and resourceful, you could probably do it for a lot less. But this is what I was able to come up with. All right, my passionate family, that's gonna wrap it up for this video here. If you found any value from this, do me a favor and hit that like button. Not only that, share it with somebody else that you think will benefit from it. Tell me in the comments what you thought was the best takeaway from this video. And keep making that content, and I'm gonna see you in the next video. I'm out.